Podcast number 4 with Spencer Maloney from this day forward. He's actually the guitar player. He's kind of sick right now. I don't know what the deal is. He's
been sick for like 2 weeks.
He was he was supposed to be on last week, but had to cancel. Unfortunate.
It happens. I got actually had a bacterial infection, so like bear with me on that one. But yeah, no, she
scoot out of the frame.
I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and she was just like, "Well, like we can see you, but you owe like $180 because your insurance didn't cover it." So I was like, "Just tell me, can you just give me like an example, like what I do have?" And she's like, "Yeah, you probably have a bacterial infection, especially since like colds usually last like a couple of days.
Right.
And then you have another one. If it lasts longer than a week, then you probably have a bacterial infection." So I was like, "Tell me what I can get from Walgreens that's gonna make it go away." And she's like, "Just go buy some like severe Tylenol stuff." So I've been taking that and Zicam. That's disgusting, by the way.
Zicam?
It's these little gummies that you can get.
Yeah.
They're gross. They're super gross. They help, but they're gross. Not fun.
So yeah, what Spencer and I were talking before this was work. And one of the funny things I was going to ask you about was like reference checks.
Oh, dude.
Why do people do reference checks anymore? Because reference checks...
They don't even really matter.
They don't.
I think, honestly, they do them because they gotta understand that, like, if you put somebody down as a reference, they know you and have, like, a good understanding of what kind of person you are.
Right.
So when... call my dad or something and be like, "Hey, is this guy any good?" No, he's terrible. Like, you don't want to put somebody down like that, and then it's going to ruin your name or give them a bad taste in their mouth.
There's only been one time. There's been one time where I've given like a very good reference and one time where I've given kind of a bad one. The one that was good, my friend, he was actually my roommate at the time, and he was applying to be a state trooper, so of course I had to be like,
"Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's great. He's awesome.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
He saved my life one time. He deserves this position."
Oh my God, he wakes up at 3:30 in the morning. It's incredible. He does about 652 push-ups a day. It's legit. And then the other bad one was for a retail job, and I've known this person for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And that's where references don't matter because he still got hired.
Right. They don't even do anything about it. They're like, "Well, we need bodies to fill, so the position." So yeah, I know. I don't think I've ever even given any bad references, to be honest. I've honestly always just been like, "Yeah, it's cool, great guy, great awesome person," or I'll let people put me down as a reference, and then they don't even call me because like the position that they're trying to get is usually like, "I already have it. I just need to put you down." Is that cool? Like,
yeah, it's silly. So what do you do now?
I work at Toast. I'm a technical support
specialist.
Toast? Yeah, Toast. So like, you know, downtown, there's the Markel building, and they point out like a V. Toast just put their emblem up on the top, on the other side of the building. So
I used to work down at Berkshire, which is in the Omaha World Herald building.
Right across the street from where I work. Literally, like, you guys are like on the left-hand side.
And you got Starbucks downstairs.
Yeah, I don't go there very often because they got a coffee machine upstairs, and it actually is Starbucks coffee that they put in it. So like, I'll just grab some creamer and stuff. Like, it's like $6 for a cup of coffee down there, dude. And I just go upstairs and get it for free, and I can get as much as I want all day long.
Right.
So, but it's all-in-one cloud support, all-in-one cloud-based restaurant support system. There we go. So basically, it's got its own cloud. It houses like 20,000 plus restaurants. I do everything. I do everything from analytics to reporting to hardware troubleshooting, networking.
So kind of like IT? Yeah.
Pretty much. And I mean, it's a pretty good job. Like, they give you a MacBook Pro, and then they give you like this like super expensive pair of headphones. They're trash, but like, you can just use any headset. But I don't know. I'm on the phone for 8 hours a day.
She just said, "Careful with the bottle crinkling." I did that on purpose, by the way.
And it's been pretty good. I've been there for 9-10 months, and I didn't get the position that I was trying to go for with remote implementation, but maybe I'll get it soon, or I won't. Who knows?
Well, you can always work up. That's one of the benefits starting with, I guess, a company, I don't know, that you never worked at before. So, for example, I worked at Berkshire, started at their entry-level position, and then every position I guess I've had in insurance, I've worked up.
Right.
Entry level, been there for a year, work up.
Right.
And it's going to be the same moving forward. So maybe it's almost a good thing that you didn't get that position right away.
Cool thing about it, though, is that they just did, like, you know how Forbes does their yearly, like, companies that come up? Those went from 12th to 4th this year, so they're gross as a company is like $400 million or some crazy stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, now the name Toast makes sense because it's dealing with food.
Right, yeah, no, then we deal with, dude, I deal with some cool people, though, like, there's this dude named Dave in this restaurant called Taqueria El Mexicana, and he's in Miami, and I'll give you, like, the lighter version of what he says, is, be like, oh, it's freaking Spencer! Oh, there's somebody that actually knows what they're doing on the phone. This is awesome.
It's always like the best compliment.
Yeah, he's always super excited and stuff. And he's like, dude, he goes off the wall like every single time I'm on the phone with him. He's like, come on, you friggin' chicks, put like 6 Xanax in a cup, and put some Dr. Pepper on it so I can make it through this freaking day, dude. He goes off. It's so funny. He goes off, dude.
Florida people.
I know, dude. I actually have two of my really good friends that live in Florida. One of them's a tattoo artist, and another one is a stay-at-home dad of 5 boys. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. He's got
5 kids.
He's crazy. He's got like tattoos all over his face. He got gold teeth, dude. He's
like
he's a mobster.
God, I can't think of the guy's riffraff.
Yeah, he's like yeah.
Tattoo riffraff.
He's like riffraff. I tell him that. I play Apex with him like almost every day.
Is that how you met him?
Yeah, that's how we met. I met him and Fredo, and I was talking mad crap to them the first time I ever played with them, and then became friends. We're good.
Fredo?
Yeah, Fredo, he owns a tattoo shop out in St. Pete, Florida.
Okay, I thought... Whew. I used to play Xbox with this kid named Fredo, and ended up being Chanel Zarate's brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, funny enough, so when I was living down in Council Bluffs on 23rd and 19th, they lived... and they still do, live like 5 houses down. And my friend connected, he was in his party, so we all started playing together. And then, I don't know how we found it out, but we found out that we live like 5 houses away from each other. So I come out of my house and be like, Fredo! And we like yell out of each other's windows. And then not until years later, to where I started going to shows, did I meet Chanel. And then Chanel told me about her brother named Alfredo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, where do you guys live? She's like, 23rd and 19th. I go, oh, shit. I'm like, you guys are brother and sister. That's crazy. Awesome. It's crazy how stuff like that happens.
It's a small world, and you meet people that know you from someone else. And I get that all the time, dude. They'll be like, I know you. And I'm like, I have no idea who you are.
It might be because you have 3,700 Facebook friends. I've
been deleting a lot.
And you've been deleting?
Yeah, I've been deleting a lot. I had like almost 5,000 for a minute, and I was like, I don't know any of these people.
Right.
I know grip of them, but like, I get annoyed with the whole like, buy my premium Snapchat. It's just like, dude, I'm over it.
How many people do you have ask on your Snapchat?
I had like 10 to 15 people on like a week basis, and for a while, and like then it kind of tapered off to like 2 or 3, and then they just stopped doing it. But like, I just felt the need to put that back out there and be like, I don't care, because I don't care, dude. Like,
there's this girl that I went to school with who's got 2 kids now, and she's a stripper, and I doubt she's ever gonna listen to this. But if people know who that is, then just you know who it is.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah, I think you know, and she might be in a different state right now.
Yep. Going to visit some lakes.
Yeah. Okay, you know who it is.
Cool person though. Still really fucking cool.
So I went to. Okay, I don't want to say it on here because it'll get edited out anyways. Anyhow, yeah, I went to school with her, so it's weird seeing her like in school or thinking about her like when I knew her in school, and then now she's
doing that.
Yeah, doing the premium.
Yeah.
You gotta make that dough.
That's alright, dude. That's actually really good money, dude. If you can find, there's always gonna be people that are gonna buy that stuff. So, I mean, I don't blame them. Like, I told people for a while, I was like, I'll sell Snapchat Premium if you buy pictures of my cats. Like, I'll send you videos of him meowing at me. Like, you got wholesome content. You don't ever gotta worry about not seeing a cat meowing at you ever again. I got my cat. Here's Butters.
There's a niche for everything.
Right.
You show off, hey, you want to see my big toe and my big toe only, and I'm sure somebody watch it.
Yep. Or I'll just like send them like a picture of this and like, this is my butt.
Ooh.
But it's actually my armpit.
Why do you got tattoos on your arm? Or why do you got tattoos on your ass?
Yeah. How did that happen? Well, it just goes right through the crack, dude.
There was a story a long time ago. I don't know how long ago it was. That girl who got Somebody called her out on not paying her taxes on her premium Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
You remember
no,
that story?
that's like all people say anymore.
Oh, it's so funny. It's hilarious.
I don't think I could deal with the amount of like attention that would bring.
Yeah.
From that specific thing, like, cause Snapchat Premium is pretty like, if he is in my line work customer facing, so it's like literally like people can see it anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So like even if you don't have it, half the time chicks just put that out there. But I won't get into that because I want nobody saying no ill will about it. Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I actually don't. I don't.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It just seems so trashy. You're selling. Well, I guess.
I don't mind it. I think it's actually good. It's good for them because like it builds confidence. It gives you like a sense of like self-worth, like, and a lot of people can thrive from that, dude. So I mean, if it's not like a normal way of making money, like they don't have to go do a 9 to 5 because they're making money off of that.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Like, I think that's awesome that people do that shit.
It's like this: people get paid to have an Instagram.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I'm trying to be like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get paid to have an Instagram. I'm trying to get paid to have a YouTube channel or whatever.
How do you get
it is.
monetized on Instagram?
You have to become sponsored. So like the people that have the little blue check mark.
Gotcha.
That's how they can make money off of it. So I think the only person that I know of that makes money from it is Randy Edwards. That's the only person
that
I
makes
know.
sense.
Because he's famous videographer, photographer for like. He went on tour with like Bad Wolves and Five Finger Death Punch and 3 Days Grace, Breaking Men.
It's crazy how much that guy has outsourced from, I guess, how he started. Because if you watch one of his very first videos on YouTube, it's him playing a cover of a Superior song.
Yeah.
And then he got in the band Superior, and then he got into a band that was out of Minnesota. I can't think of what the name of that band was. He was in that band for a while, came back to Omaha, started doing photos, videography, started going on smaller tours, and now he's like the man.
Mm-hmm. And he hangs out with Tosin Abasi all
That's
the
what I was
time.
about to say. Yeah, it must be rough.
I know. And he was in like, and I've seen pictures of where he's in like Prague and Greece.
You're like reading my mind. I was thinking
yeah.
the same exact things. I can see specific pictures that he's taken,
Mm-hmm.
and the amount of like, I cannot imagine the amount of musical knowledge he's getting from these people he's hanging out with, especially Tosin Abasi.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to hang out with, let's say, Matt Reiner. You get to hang out with Matt Garska from Animals as Leaders. I wonder if he...
all that technical guitar skills that they have, that's insane.
I wonder if he gets, like, gun-shy around those people, because he's a great guitarist for around here. One of, like, the cutting-edge guitarists. But compared to somebody like Tosin Abasi, I wonder if he's...
No, especially with his, like, pitch harmonics, finger picking, like...
You ever seen Tosin Abasi? He's got, like, the 90-degree... angle thumb,
yeah,
and he thumps.
Yeah,
that is scary.
Nuts, dude, and it's fast too. I can't do it.
Or where he's just finger picking, and it's just
it
doesn't look like his hand's moving at all. It's just
and it's just like a cloud on his hand.
So nuts. Maybe he's an alien.
I'm gonna be started on that. I'll go off.
Let's go in on aliens.
Transitioning point.
Yeah, I definitely believe in aliens.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, I have a. Not on this leg, but on the back of this leg, I have that. It's a tattoo of a. It's like an alien ship, and there's a dude getting beamed up from a cabin. It says, "I want to believe." But I've actually seen, in my lifetime, I've seen 2 UFOs, which is awesome.
Here in Nebraska?
In Omaha,
wow.
Yeah, in Omaha. I saw one. It was a long time ago. I saw one. We were, me and my ex-girlfriend, a long time ago, were hanging out by Conagra Lake. And we were like in the very back side of Conagra Lake, and you can see like the Woodman Tower and then that other tower, the First National Tower. Yeah. By the way, I guess the story is on that exactly. It's 40. I think it's it's not 43. It's 46. I think.
What'd you win?
I wouldn't win anything. I won like I'm awesome at guessing the size of that tower, but we were just hanging out, talking and chilling. It was like super nice outside, and then there's this like red orb, and it just like continuously like circled around it, and it was going up and down and all around, dude. It was nuts. I was just like, holy crap! Like this is the first time I ever saw one.
Did you take video?
No, I didn't get video of it, and I wouldn't even have it anymore, even if I did have it.
How long ago was this?
This was like 7 years ago.
7.
Yeah, and then funny enough, that following spring. It's like back when I used to get like stoned all the time. that following spring, we were like laying out on the porch at her house, and like I don't know what it was, but I was just thinking, I was like, dude, like if you guys could just show me one more time, like I saw it the first time, but like if you guys just show me like one more time, that's all I ask. I'll never ask again to see some freaking aliens. Like that's all I want. And like 2 minutes later, dude, as I'm saying that, like a group of like 9 to 12 or something orbs, like dark blue orbs, not like a cloud either, because you know what a cloud is when you see one,
Right.
you know, but it just silently, like,
No
and
way.
it was like I could see them clear as day, dude, like silently, just.
Was anybody with you on this one?
Yeah, she
Yeah?
was with me on that one too, and I was like, "What the frick is this?" Like, dude. I went on the deep end after that. I saw like
What a coincidence that.
the first movie I ever saw that like really made me question was Zeitgeist. That
Yeah.
was like was crazy, because then you have like the monetary system, 9/11, and like God, the what is it? What's the word for it? It's like the something. I don't know what the word is. The this something. I don't even
Dissonance. Disembodiment. Disobey.
know. The disembodiment of God.
Yeah.
But so I watched that movie, and then like after that I just like went super hard into like alien stuff for a while.
It's almost hard not to believe in aliens. You've got to be so shallow-minded not to even explore the thought of them.
naive even,
Yeah.
just not think that there isn't some other, unless we're living in the Matrix.
See, I don't like
Which
the
would be
whole.
fucking
I don't like the
crazy.
whole simulation talk that we're living in a simulation. I think that's a bunch of garbage.
I think so too, just because like I feel like when you die, your soul doesn't die. It goes back into like it goes into like the astral plane or whatever. So like it gets recycled essentially, like your soul does, because you're reborn again. You get your mind. Your mind is completely wiped of its previous life.
If you were to be reborn as an animal, what would
Cat.
you? Just a cat.
Just a cat.
That's quick.
Just because dude, not even like a house cat either, dude. To be honest,
Like a
if I could be like a Black
Maine
Panther,
Coon cat
like if I could be a Black Panther, that'd be life. That'd be life.
or a White Panther.
Or a White Panther. Dude, does it even exist?
I don't know. There's albino. There's probably albino everything.
Probably.
Let's see. What would I want to be? I've got this strange fascination lately, and it's weird because Facebook picks up on it. So you watch one video, you
fucking watches.
yeah, you watch one video and you like it, and then they're like,
Bullshit.
oh, here's a bunch more.
Right. Like I was just talking about pizza the other day, and here comes Domino's and Little Caesars and. Wait, what were we gonna say? What is your?
Baby hippos, baby rhinos.
You'll be a baby hippo or a rhino.
They're so adorable.
Then
just
you grow up eventually.
Yeah.
Hippos are none to fuck with though, dude. I would not mess with a hippo ever.
I cannot have been. Oh, ugh. Can you imagine being that fat though? You're just like 2,000 pounds, just like
Yeah.
walking around.
Right.
But you got a horn on your head and you can poke shit.
Yeah, you could. And then you could be like Jim Carrey and just crawl out of your ass.
Yeah.
Crawl out of your own ass.
Speaking of, I seen a picture. Somebody posted a picture of they're like my wall art, and it was a picture of Jim Carrey crawling out of a rhino's ass.
Dude, I love that movie though. I'll never get tired of watching that movie.
Do you think if you were a rhino, would you be very aggressive, or would you be like very chill to where everybody could pet you?
Probably be aggressive just for the fact that I can be aggressive and
Yeah.
nobody can do shit about it.
Yeah.
Except for maybe another rhino, or if T-Rex exists, but they don't anymore. So, or a lion. I guess lions can get you.
Yeah, lions would be cool. I would definitely not be a bird. Birds are just
Right.
dumb.
I mean, I would be like if I could, I'd be like a toucan. That would be cool.
Toucan?
Yeah.
Big old nose.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Or one of those birds that can sing or talk shit to you.
Parrots?
Parrots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
At my old golf course, we had a African gray parrot. It's 32 years old. Its name was Caesar. It's a girl.
This was a 32-year-old bird.
Yeah, apparently they live to like 100, which I had no idea. They live forever.
That's insane. That's like sea turtles. They live for a long time.
So this parrot, when I first got there, when I actually interviewed, I seen it had its own like little corner. Let's just say it had its own corner, and it had its wings clipped so it could glide, but it can't just like fly all around the place because it's a golf course,
Yeah.
right? So I'm doing my interview. I'm sitting in this chair just like this, looking at the guy who's interviewing me, and all of a sudden I see this bird just like waddle right next to me. Waddles, gets up on the guy who's interviewing me's foot, my former boss's foot, crawls up his leg, gets up on a shoulder. I've never seen a bird just so tame, just like...
Just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
You've been living with him for that long. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool to, like, train a bird to be chill.
Yeah, and that bird picked up on shit so quick. Like, you could whistle a pattern, you could be like...
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes, you would hear it back.
Because you start practicing.
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Or you would hear words. Like, I would always go like, what's up, buddy? And it says it in your exact voice. It is scary. The first time I heard...
Maybe birds are aliens.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. You know that little conspiracy theory where the people thought that crows were worker drones?
I had heard that.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows now. It's not a conspiracy anymore.
No, it's not. But they're definitely not, because I feel like I have like the worst karma right now, because twice now has a bird dropped dead in front of me at work. It didn't die immediately, but it died shortly after. I don't know if that second one died, but the first one, of course I'm not going to pick up a bird with my bare hands. I'm not trying to get sick or anything, but so I run over to Starbucks and I'll grab some napkins, and then like I went over and I put him over by the tree, so he's not like in the middle of the walkway. So.
Yeah.
And then the second time was a blackbird. He like dropped right in front of me, and he just like had his mouth open. He was like,
"Oh
shit!" Like,
oh, no.
I picked him up and moved him over. And when I came back on my next break, he was gone. So the other one was there. So I know that one died, unfortunately. But it's not like I can like bury them.
My only very strange bird encounter was this. I was kind of late to work. I was kind of running late. I go out of my grandpa's porch, and I get in my car. I open up the passenger door to put my lunch in it, and then I go over to the side door.
Mm-hmm.
In the time that I had my passenger door open, 2 birds flew in my car. Right? It's a little baby bird and this bigger one. And I'm kind of freaked out because you don't want to like poke it and like fly on you and like shit all over you, right? That'd be like worst case scenario.
Right.
So I get my grandpa and I'm like, hey, I got 2 birds in my car. He's like, what do you mean you have 2 birds in your car? I go, just come out here.
Literally 2 birds, dude.
2 birds in my car. So we take a broom, we roll down my window, take a broom, and we kind of like start poking at it for them to fly away. The baby bird gets out, and then we get this big one. Big bird. And we're like, come on, I got to go to work. I'm like in a rush. I need you to leave. So what's this bird do? It says, deuces, shits on my seat.
And then dips?
Yeah,
that's so shitty, dude. I'd be so mad. That would almost like remind me of that video I saw. Like that dude had a turkey in his cabin of his truck.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to like shove it out, and then he finally opened the door towards the interstate because it's parked on the side.
Did he get ran over?
Yeah, dude. He gets hit by a car like not even 10 seconds after he gets out. He's like, oh, he didn't make it very far.
Or it's like those videos. Oh, it's like those videos where the people release the swans. There's this one where they release a swan at a wedding and they let it go, and it's flying for like 3 seconds and gets hit by a truck.
Damn.
It's like it's supposed to be such a special day and everybody's like, yay! Oh! Like the change of emotion that quick after seeing a bird die. Oh my god.
Have you ever heard of a dude named Mark Passio?
Mm-mm.
No. He doesn't have like any like he's a big. He does a lot of seminars and stuff like that. He doesn't have any like crazy like factual evidence or anything like that. I don't know if obviously you can't prove it, but there's this one that you should watch. I'll tell you a little bit about it, but it's Cosmic Abandonment is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that I remember that because I normally forget it, but so it's this one, and he goes on this crazy rant for like it's like literally like 3 hours, and I watched the entire thing. You can watch it on YouTube, but he has other seminars. He talks about like feminism and fascism and like cults and like cultist shit that's in America, like bunch of stuff, dude. And that Cosmic Abandon one is like he basically talks about how like back like right before, so there's like before Sumerian culture was created. He basically talks about how like the creation of man actually happened. So it's not like God created it, because we couldn't have created ourselves like 2,000 years ago, and it was just all of a sudden got all this freaking information.
Right.
And then he talks about like how like the god Anu, which is like literally A-N-U. So I'm just like every time I see Anu, I'm like, what's up? Like,
what's up, homie?
what's up, God? Like, Anu he comes down to Earth in search of gold for their atmosphere, which would be technically planet Nibiru, because gold is like it's like almost what they need to live on their home planet. Like we need oxygen here.
Okay.
Their home planet, they need gold dust in their atmosphere, like our ozone layer or something like that.
Interesting.
So he sends down his two sons, NK and Enlil, to Earth.
They're actually rappers nowadays.
Yeah.
NK and Enlil.
Yep. Are they?
They're killing the game.
Are they for real?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, dude.
They just seem like rap names.
That'd be cool though. The only thing I can think of is like NK is like Enki from Pokemon.
Gotcha.
Like NK from Pokemon, but he sends them down to Earth to mine gold because Earth has like a shit ton of gold, which makes sense, right? And then they realize that like it's taking like entirely too long. Like they're down on Earth like a couple thousand years, and it's taking too long. So they decide like, and they have this argument about like creation of man. Like, are they going to create humans to do the work for them, or are they just going to do it themselves? And like the one brother, I can't remember which one, like was like, fuck yeah, let's do it, let's create man, and the other one was like, no, let's not. But they argue about it for like a really long time, and they like eventually they do create it, and at first, like humans were like entirely too strong. Like they could live for like hundreds of years because they were down here for like tens of thousands of years supposedly, and like they were living for hundreds of years. They were really strong. They were like, 10, 12 feet tall, and then they started trying to see if they could like breed, and like at first like the baby would die like every single time. So they took out a chromosome in us, like 2 chromosomes that were missing technically. We're supposed to have 28, we have 26. But yeah, dude. And they created, and they eventually go back to their home planet. But dude, they talk about some crazy stuff on that, like it's how like Sumerian cuneiform tablets. That's why. And I hope somebody that watches this is I hope somebody that watches this is like, hold, I'm gonna go do some research. It's crazy because I went to do research on Sumerian cuneiform literature after I watched that, because I was like, I wonder if there's anything left or anything that you can like actually watch about or read about it, So I ended up I had checked out this book of pyramids. It's like this fat book from the public library, and I never returned it. So I just like threw my card away, and I was like, this is mine now. Like, and I've read it probably like 5 or 6 times, but the only thing that they have Sumerian cuneiform like literature that they don't have any literature, but there is actually 3 tablets in Omaha. There's over 33,000 tablets all across the world.
There's 3 in Omaha.
And there's 3 in Omaha.
Which
pressurized? They're like weatherized. So literally, like a pen cap touched that thing like this, it would just to dust, because they're so old. They're like tens of thousands of years old. And you can't see them. This is funny because when I went to the library, they were like, I went up to this lady up, it was on like the 3rd floor, and I was just like, do you guys have any literature on cuneiform Sumerian tablets? And she's like, I need to ask my manager. And she like runs back, she like scurries to the back real quick, and then she like comes back out, all quiet behind her manager. Her manager walks up, and she's like, why are you looking for those? And I was like, I'm just trying to do some research, like, and she's like, well, why are you doing research about him? Because I fucking can. We live in America, right? We do what the fuck we want. Like, it's like she was a total bitch about it, and I was like, what is this? Like
who are you? You protecting them?
Yeah, and then she was like, well, they're not here, and I was like, there's your first mistake. I didn't even ask you if we had any here. And I was like, so let me ask now that you blurted it out like an idiot.
Where are they?
Yeah, like, where can I find them?
And then her eyes turn like bright green, and she's like, I can't tell you.
And starts spinning around like, I'm an alien. Like, actually, this is exorcism. Like, she said that it's either that they're off it or they're somewhere else.
You would think they'd be at some protected base.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're probably either at off it, which is like another one of those, like, it's a bunker that even the United States presidents would come here if they needed to. Either that or go to the Hoover Dam, because there's like 6 football fields of concrete on that shit.
Damn.
But there's 3 of them here in Omaha. And like, I kind of tapered off after that, because I was like, like I'm running down a rabbit hole that I'm not gonna get very far in. But I kind of picked back up a little bit later on after that. I was like, there was a brain fart. There's like a reason why we keep going back over to Iraq and fighting them over there.
We're trying to find something?
We're destroying all of the history. That's what it is. We're trying to rewrite it and sanitize it to make us look better than we actually are. So we go over there for oil, so to speak, and they go over there because of terrorism and all that other bullshit that we've been fed for like the last 20 years or whatever. But they actually are destroying a lot of like really important history, ancient history that we could find out like the truth of humanity if we ever got our hands on it. But, you know, nobody wants you to know that. These stupid ass fucking Americans I don't care about. But and then like I went on another one.
Let me stop you there. If
I can go on all night.
No. What I want to stop you there for is because are there things that you probably don't want to know?
No, I want to know all of it.
You want to know all of it?
I want to know all of it. Then I heard about this thing called the time cube the other day, which is which turns one day is actually like 4 days, and you can like it's almost like a time travel device, so to speak.
Who has it?
No idea. I think Hitler was working on it for a while.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, right. Me too. Let me go travel back in time. It'd be awesome.
But you can only go forward 4 days?
And I don't know if you
Each
can
day
go
is 4
forward
days?
or not. I just heard about it the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Would you rather go, what year would you go either forward to or back to?
I would go forward to at least the year 2150 because I think we're in the age of Aquarius right now. For if we're looking at zodiac.
Yeah, I don't follow that stuff. There's girls who take that stuff way too seriously.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
They're like, oh, I'm having a bad day because the sun, because the moon's in this spot and I'm wearing green.
There are some people that take it very seriously, but like we just passed the age of Pisces and now we're in the age of Aquarius, and there was this transmission, and I could be just total bullshit. Who cares? Like if you get on YouTube ever and just look up what is it, Ashtar Galactic Command. There was this like in 1980 there was a transmission that got interrupted from so you know like in the UK they do like the BBC network or whatever. There was a dude, it was like 4 a.m. or something like that, and this transmission gets interrupted, and it's like, and it doesn't even, I don't think it shows a picture, but he said if you don't learn to lay down your weapons of mass destruction by the year 2150 or when the age of Aquarius stops, then we will come down and deal with you, blah, 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 blah. And it goes on this, it's like a 12-minute video, and they talk about a lot of like realistic shit. So it's just like, if I could, I would go to year 2150.
Okay, I'm going to 2150 now.
Right, now I want to know. I'm not going to be alive at that point. Like, I'm screwed. I was born too early for that shit.
See,
sadly.
There would be benefits of going backwards and benefits of going forward. Benefits of going backwards, I think you would realize how much the world has changed and how much like we've really separated from community and family, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can see that on the daily here now.
It'd be great. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast, and I guess I'll go into the story of why this started. So, my friend Colin and my friend Deanna, who's doing all the editing and producing, right? Those are two people I could sit down and have hours upon hours of conversation with. And this is how this happened. So we were at the Tap House for my birthday, my friend Colin and Deanna. I know, Tap House so good.
So good, dude.
We're plug the Tap House. So we're having conversation, and Deanna picked up on the fact, I'm pretty sure, that I wanted to do a podcast. She texts me like a week or 2 weeks later, and she goes, when are you good to record? And I'm like, yeah! I'm like, it's happening. I'm like,
that's
pumped.
Pretty cool.
I'm like, I'm so pumped it's happening.
Good friends.
And I'm like, yes, podcast with Deanna. And we go about like talking scheduling wise what's going to work. And then she goes, oh, but I'm not going to be in the podcast. I'm just going to be behind the scenes. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? And I kind of thought about it for a second, and I'm thinking to myself, what is the market I want to go after, and what is kind of missing? And I don't know if any podcasts other than one that my friend Mackenzie Boner does, where she talks about local crimes, like local crimes, mysteries, and such.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this free-form conversation, kind of like Joe Rogan. I'm not trying to copy him. I kind of just want to talk with my friends. That's the premise of this. And I feel like we don't have that here. I mean, you see people at shows for a little bit, and you talk for a second.
Literally, I get where you're coming from, because I literally spend like 90% of my time alone.
Right.
When I go to work, I go home and I spend time with my cats, and that's it. I don't hang out with anybody.
Exactly. So that's how this kind of came about, and then I was thinking, well, who would I want to talk to? And then I'm like, man, I got a whole bunch of musicians on.
Crap ton. You got to get Elise on here, or John Frost.
Yeah.
You got to get one of those.
I thought about it, definitely, because I think I've only scheduled 7 so far. You're number 4, so we still got 3 that are scheduled.
Yeah.
Peter Barnes is coming on.
Heck yeah.
Dude, I love Ben Better.
Yeah, they're so good.
Such a good band. So the premise behind this was to, I guess, talk to the locals and not try to stretch and be like, yeah, give me Houston Alexander or give me Terrence Crawford. Right. I want to talk to my friends and give the people listening an idea of what the Omaha community is, more or less, and not worry about
I'm just crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like talking to people. No TV, no phones, just chill.
It's a nice change of pace. Like I was telling you, the message is like I talk to people on the daily, every single day. Then I get home and I spend literally time at home by myself.
Yeah, because the conversations don't go anywhere.
No, they don't.
You talk to them once and you're just done.
Yep.
Hey, have a nice day. See ya.
Right.
And even when I'm at home, no offense to Jeff, it's just like when I get home, I want to.
You and Jeff Harris still live together?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's either I just want to go home, play my drums, cook, because I don't have too much time, or I just want to go home and go to bed.
Right.
Because between the two jobs right now, sometimes I don't get off till 10:30, and then I have to go home and cook, and then I get to bed right about 12, go to the gym at 5:50. Well, I wake up at 5:15, go to the gym from 5:30. Yeah, check out this schedule. You ready?
Oh my God. You got discipline. That's good, though.
This is pretty much my schedule on the weekdays. So on Mondays I have bowling. So usually I get to bed about 11. Wake up at 5:15, go to the gym, there from 5:30 to 6:45. Come home, shower, make breakfast, go to work from 8 to 4:30, and then I work Pizza Hut from 5 to 10:30. Have to go home, cook. Like, it's ongoing. So on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays in the mornings, I'm pretty much free. That's my free time.
Mm-hmm.
But I book it up. For example, tomorrow I'm going to the gym in the morning because I skipped today. Then I'm going to get coffee with this girl, and then after that, I'm teaching a golf lesson to this kid who's never played golf before, and then at 5 o'clock, I'm going to Pizza Hut.
Damn, dude, you make me feel like a shitty person right now. I'm like complaining about like having to get a second job. I really don't want to, but I really feel like I obviously I'm gonna have to, because like I had to sell my mini fridge today just so I can pay my phone bill.
I've been in that situation.
Annoying.
I've been in that situation so many times, and it's to the point where I don't have a TV.
Really?
Literally, my prized possessions, my drum set, my bed, and my cat.
Fuck yeah. Those are all really good things, though. But, I mean, you more or less, having a TV is a privilege. It's not really a necessity.
Yeah.
I bought my TV like 4 years ago for $150, a 55-inch, and it still works.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to roll with it, you know? But
the thing is with me, I'm not home enough to, I guess, give it, and it's almost like a dog.
Give it attention.
Yeah, I don't have enough time to give it attention, and I don't see the use of it. And if I was to, like, get a gaming system, let's say PS4 and Xbox, whatever it may be, I'm going to play it weekend mornings, and that's about all, because that's all the time I have to do it. Whereas drums, I love playing with drums.
That's good, though.
Yeah. Drums, I'll fucking make time for them.
Right.
Because I paid goddamn good money for that.
Right.
Paid $1,600 for that drum set, and I'm going to play it until it breaks.
That's good, though, yeah. I just have that. I got lucky enough to, the equipment that I have was just basically given to me, so I'm like happy that I have it.
From Eddie?
Other than I bought the Pod HD 500X from Jacob. I think I owe him like $50 on it. So I told him I'd pay him. Like he knows that like I'm paying, dude. I'm literally paying like an arm and a leg for everything for myself right now. Like pay rent by myself. I have an apartment by myself. My car payment, car insurance, my cats, internet. Like it's just, dude. I pay like close to $2,000 a month on all that shit. So like I make 16 an hour at my job right now. It's not even close to enough. Not even close.
It's sad that that's the case, and then you're a musician on top of it.
Yeah, so then you got to get new equipment and stuff. Well, I'm lucky, like I said, I'm lucky to have the things that I have, because like the 6-string that I have, the Ibanez RG, Matt McClure gave me that.
Hey.
And I was like, I love you, dude. Like I cried. I literally got the guitar and I started crying, like right on the spot. I was like, this is the nicest thing anybody's ever.
Matt McClure was the first one to actually comment on the first podcast.
Yeah.
He said I did a great job, which I really appreciate that, because we don't have like mock podcasts. What you see is what you get. We don't say, all right, we're going to talk about this today. I mean, him and I kind of did. I wanted to kind of pick his brain about conspiracies, but other than that, it's just record, go. And that's all it is.
Yeah, no, so that's a good thing, dude.
Appreciate you, Matt.
Yeah. Matt McClure for the win.
But the drums, but the way I got the drum set, I had quit Berkshire Hathaway, and they paid out my PTO, and they paid out my last check, and I had about $3,000.
Probably crappy though. Honestly. Yeah, crappy.
There's a lot of stuff that went into that thought process, because I was making $22.63. So for me to quit a job that's making $22.63, there's
there's gotta be something. Yeah, there's gotta be something that really like irks you about the job.
There's definitely something going on. So I had about $3,000 to spend, and I kind of weighed my options. I had bills to pay, which I paid some of them, but then Jeff, God, he's like the devil. He's like, just get the drum set. So I'm looking at these drum sets at Guitar Center, and obviously I didn't get an acoustic drum set because I have neighbors. So I had to get
electronic.
Ooh,
that's dope, dude.
I had to get an electronic, and he's like, there's a $5,000 one, $700 one, $2,000 one, like one that's $1,200. And he's like, you should just get the $5,000 one. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Jeff. You're not pitching in. You're not pitching in. And right now I don't have a job. So I took that money from what I was going to spend like moving forward, and I just bought a drum set. So I got a Roland. It's like a Roland 1500. And the cool thing about the drum set is, with any electric, you can kind of customize everything. So it comes with hi-hat, cymbal, another cymbal, 2-rack, no.
What was it, 2 toms, 2 high toms?
I think it's, now that I think about it, it's 2 rack toms, 4 tom, snare. And you can set things to double uses. So for example, for the longest time I didn't have a double pedal. I started with a single pedal. So we changed the hi-hat to a double pedal.
That's pretty cool. So you got good at doing that with your foot, and then interchangeably. That's pretty cool.
And then you can, the rims of each tom, you can change like a splash or a different sound.
Okay.
So I could be like, doo-doo, doo-doo.
That's cool though.
Yeah, so it's a great investment, and that's one thing I don't regret is buying the single pedal first, because if I would have jumped on doubles, which I'm not great to begin with, but if I was to try and play doubles to begin with, bad idea.
I don't know what it is, but I can't fathom like picking my feet up to do that. Like I can do this.
Yeah, it's hard.
I can do that all day. But then you got these people now that swivel their foot back and forth. Like, you crazy bastards.
Yeah,
where they can do a blast beat and it sounds like a freaking machine gun, and it's awesome.
It like doesn't look like they're moving anything.
Right.
One of the videos I used to look up all the time was Alex Grind from Despise Icon when he's playing the song MVP. And I always thought this weird because he's playing with the stick the wrong way. So he's got the tip of the stick in his hand. He's got the fat end on the drum, and his snare is like this. So I don't know if it is to get the fulcrum, like his stick on the edge of the snare when it hits, to bounce it and like gravity blast it, or what the deal was. That dude is insane, and his calves are like, he's got giant ass calves. But each player, I guess each drummer has a different way of going about things. I play with a lead foot. I hit that kick so hard.
Really?
Yeah, and Jeff's like he finesses it unless he's really trying to just dig in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the same is with guitaring. I'm sure it's the same with playing guitar. There's people who pick hard and people who kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the only time I ever do like play like pick hard, I guess, would be like if I'm playing acoustic music. So I'm a sucker for that music, dude. I love acoustic music. I love it almost more than I love metal music, just because it's a really nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Um,
Devin and Eddie and we talked about that on the last podcast about how the stereotype with metal musicians or hardcore musicians is that everybody listens to that every single day, and it's not the case. You'd be surprised. A lot of people listen to rap. A lot of people listen to pop, and if you can't draw
listen to sad boy music.
Yeah. And if you can't draw inspiration from those different types of music, you're not going to grow as a musician.
Right. Shit, I listen to... If you guys ever listen to Glass Animals, there's a song called Gooey. So cool. So cool. Is it called Glass Animals? Are they called Glass Animals?
I don't know.
Probably not even called it.
One of my favorite things to jam...
I just thought it was a cool song.
One of my favorite things to jam to is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Old school.
You have to be so tight and in the pocket when you play that, otherwise it sounds like absolute garbage.
Yeah.
And it'll teach you like the effectiveness of playing on the beat.
I think what a good one that you should do is Rush.
Yeah.
Their drummer.
Neil Peart.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's one of Jeff's favorite drummers, so.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Good drummer to be a fan of, honestly. You know how I heard about that band?
No idea.
Trailer Park Boys.
Really?
Yeah. Bubbles is a huge fan of Rush.
That's hilarious.
I didn't even know they existed. I was like, these guys are awesome. Like, this is a good band.
Did you ever have Rock Band or Guitar Hero growing up?
Yeah.
Did you ever buy the expansion packs?
Nope.
No?
Never did. No. The only time I ever did, like, I bought the drum set for when they first came out.
Yeah, same.
I got really fucking good at that. Like, I could drum the Van Halen, Hot for the Teacher.
Oh,
I was like, on Expert too. I got really good at it, and I was like, I think I could do this in real life. And then I actually got a drum set, and I was like, this is nothing like Guitar Hero. What the fuck is this?
How much do you think those video games like changed the game for musicians growing up?
It's crazy because when you play, I played that before I ever even had a guitar. So I didn't even know. My mom wouldn't let me have one when I was growing up.
A guitar?
Yeah, she wouldn't let me have one. She didn't want me to have a drum set. She didn't want me to do shit with music. She wanted me to be a CEO of a company. How far that got me. So it's weird because like you got the first and fifth, and all you have is those 5 buttons.
Right.
At first, now they have like tiny button down here, tiny button up here. So it's weird to see, but I could still play it, but I can't play it as good as I can now because I play guitar.
Right.
So like I just think it's not really revolutionary because like it's nothing like what you actually do.
Do you think it helped, I guess, kids that age get into music?
Yeah.
In a sense?
Oh yeah, definitely, because I wasn't super big into music before I started playing that, and then I was like, fuck, I love this, dude.
Right.
Like I always try to get like the highest score, and I love listening to the music that I had on there. Like I heard that's when you heard like Census Fail. And
yeah.
That was the first time I ever heard that, or My Name is Jonas from Weezer.
Sebastian and I
fucking love that, dude. That song was like my bread and butter. My Name is Jonas. Especially for me on Expert, too, because it was all taps.
Yeah,
the entire song almost.
Sebastian and I, we used to play on Guitar Hero 3. You could pick like 5 songs and battle each other.
Yeah.
So Sebastian and I used to do that. Same thing with My Name is Jonas. You would hear dun-dun-dun-dun, or you would hear us like picking at the beginning and then just get quiet. Buttons and buttons. And then you hear
100% of that song, it's like over like 800 or 900 notes or something. Yeah. Funny thing about Guitar Hero though, when I think it was like the second one or third one, which one had Metallica 1 on it? You remember?
Oh, Guitar Hero 3.
3? Okay, yeah. So I was driving with my mom. I don't even remember where we were going at the time, but there was a radio ad on at Quaker Steak and Lube. They were doing a competition for Guitar Hero. So I was like, can we go do that? And she was like, no. And I was like, please, come on. I won't ask you again. Just let me go try it. So we go, and I'm like the last kid to sign up. And I ended up like battling like this little like 8-year-old kid, dude. And I felt so bad for him because he was missing note after note. And we were playing on medium.
Oh.
See how fucking slow it is?
Yeah.
I like freaked out the restaurant or whatever because I had 1,000 note streak and this kid was missing notes left and right. I felt so bad for him, but I was like, I'm not losing, dude, and I will drag you down. I will drag you down. I will take you down if I lose.
That's almost like when you go on a first date.
Little kid competition. You're like, fuck you, kid. Like
it's almost like I don't mean to be like mean about this, but I'm pretty decent at golf. I'm pretty decent.
I suck at golf, so
I'm pretty decent
whip my ass at
golf, and I'm pretty decent at bowling. So like those first date ideas.
Yeah.
For me, I have to think of something different because it's either
you wreck them and then make them feel bad. Like,
yeah.
You're like, I'm so sorry. Like, play pool. Pool is.
See, I'm decent. I'm decent
at pool, but like, if you have a couple drinks in, you start sucking. Like, it's okay.
Yeah. You have to find a game that's like equal to both parties. See, when I got asked to go bowling tonight, and I just walked over that conversation because I don't want to go bowling. I've bowled twice this week already.
Have you bowled a perfect 300? How many times?
Have I bowled a perfect? I think 6 or 7.
That's fucking awesome. The closest I've ever gotten to 300 is like 220, I think, is like the closest I've ever gotten.
Nice.
I mean, decent, but
my thing
really good. And then, of course, like when you start drinking, I suck. Like,
see, I'm the other way.
Totally screws my game up.
See,
I don't drink as much as I used to, so.
My mentality, and Deanna can attest to this. My mentality is like, if I'm paying good money to go bowl, I want to bowl very good.
Right.
And when I bowl like shit, I'm pissed off.
Right.
And Deanna seen that the other night, and I hate that she was a witness to it, but I fucking went off. So the last game, I had the front 9 strikes in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next ball, I go 7-10 split.
Damn.
So I go, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I kicked the ball return, and went and picked up my ball, picked up the 10 pin, took off my shoes, walked outside. And I had to sit out there for like 10 minutes because it's like
to the point where you're like, I'm about to burn this fucking
down.
building down.
see, I can understand why people get mad at that. Yeah, I shouldn't kick the ball return. Yeah, I shouldn't do a lot of things. But my thing is, would you rather me kick the ball return or you?
Mm-hmm.
And when I need to get away from people,
walk away.
Yeah,
that's the
walk
best
away.
thing to do.
Because I don't want people to talk to me about it, be like, yeah, that was a good try or good try. At that time, that's not what I want to hear.
Right.
And for bowlers, for people who take it, I guess, very seriously,
yeah.
The worst thing to say is like, yeah, good game when you bowled something bad, or it's okay. Do not ever.
What about better luck next time?
Oh, you just can't say certain things to.
Can you say like you suck? Like, yeah, you definitely fucked that up, dude.
It depends.
You can't say anything. It depends. It's not good.
It depends on the person. My team knows to be like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just let them cool down. That one took a long time for me to cool down. Just because I felt, I text somebody that morning and I said, hey, something good's gonna happen tonight, and I didn't bowl good the first 2 games, and then the third game I'm like, I got it in the bag.
Right.
I got the front 9, and then that happened. So that took me probably, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes to cool down and be like, I'm okay with this, move on. Fast forward to Wednesday, the next time I bowl, same thing, third game, you go the front 9, 10 pin this time, and then I missed a 10 pin. And I was like, 2 league nights in a row, I do the same exact thing, mess up in the same exact frame, and I open in this, and I don't pick up the spare again. So the same thing, I was just like, you be fucking joking me. And that time, I didn't kick anything, I didn't vocalize, I just took off my shoes, walked away, had my little fit, forgot to pay my bar tab, which wasn't even beer, because I can't be drinking beer. Didn't pay my bar tab, went outside.
That's good. It's a good turnaround.
Yeah.
From the last time where you were like pissed off to the point where it's just like you can control it. I don't think I have anything where I get like super pissed about when it doesn't go my way. I think The only time that I do is probably like when I'm playing a show and then we get cut off.
What do you mean cut off?
Like we played Ice Nine Kills
Uh-huh.
earlier this year. I was so fucking mad after that show, dude.
They cut your set short?
Oh yeah, we got like a 16-minute set because the band before us that played went like 10 minutes over.
What does it rhyme with? Are they from here?
No.
Okay.
They're from Des Moines.
Des Moines?
Des Moines.
But it wasn't. I was gonna say victims, but they're not from Des Moines.
That's with a knife and Catterdays. Have you ever heard of them?
A what?
They're like a specific type of knife, and they rhyme with Catterdays.
Knife?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Regardless. I was just mad because when you sell, bands have to sell tickets. We sold almost $1,500 in tickets, and I got a 16-minute set out of it. So I was really fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
I was nervous the entire show on top of that, though, at the same time, because, like, I've never played in front of 500 people before. Yeah, I get really nervous on stage, like, really fucking nervous on stage. And now I've gotten a lot better at it this year. But, man, like, last year, I was, like, after a set, every single set.
Right.
Because you have to work your way into that, but it is very, like, it's very addicting, very fun, it's adrenaline, dude, like, pumping through your veins.
That's one of the cool things that I like about you is, well, I guess I've seen your progression within the past, I don't know, 3 years or so. I can remember when you started posting videos on Facebook of you just trying to play the guitar.
Right.
And the fact that you're in a band now that is still going, and I got to see the progression all the way. It's been a cool ride.
I appreciate that, dude. I get that a lot from Eddie. I owe Eddie everything. That dude taught me everything I know about it, and he was patient enough with me to sit there hours and hours and hours on end while I sat there and practiced it to try to get faster with it and stuff like that. So, yeah, it helped that we lived together at the time.
Yeah.
We actually at the time when we were even talking about forming a band, I was like, dude, I always just wanted a band name from this day forward. I thought that would be fucking awesome. I had a little sign in my house that said "From this day forward."
Mm-hmm.
I just always wanted to do that.
And then now you got it.
And then at the time, he was going through some shit, and I think he moved back. I can't remember where he was living at, but I was like, yeah, dude, like, I got an apartment at the time in Council Bluffs at Cottonwood.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you can come, like, got a dining room for you, man. We'll taper that shit off, and you have your own privacy or whatever. And he was like, fuck yeah, dude. And went from that, and then we moved into a house. And then that was at the time when we moved into the house, we were starting to, like, actually put songs together. And, man, Breathe went through so much shit. Breathe was totally different back in the day. It was so much shit.
It's cool listening to bands' first EPs. For example, Silent Planet, if you listen to their first EP and what those songs turned into, it's nuts because I guess you can see this with a lot of bands. Periphery is a great example. They have riffs that they just keep in a file, and if they need a riff for a song, they'll just click that file and drag it in, and they'll add it. So Silent...
Eddie's got a spank bang too.
Randy does?
No, Eddie.
Oh, Eddie does?
Eddie's got a spank bang too. Periphery got a spank bang.
They got a big one.
That's what I like to call him, just a spank bang, because you
Yeah.
just have so much material that you continuously work on.
Yeah, so I always thought that was interesting. They can just pull out whatever they want when they want. And
a lot of Periphery songs all in 4/4 too, which is crazy.
But Mice and Men has a new song, their newest one.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Not really a fan of it, dude.
I don't like it, but here's the thing. I was reading the comments. In their song, they go from 3/4 to 4/4 to 7/8.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even think of that unless somebody actually does the research.
You would have to know like the count for it and everything.
Yeah.
Or you just...
So they got a little bit more technical. I don't like their new stuff too much.
I miss what's his name being in Austin Carlisle.
Austin?
I miss that.
I wrote down some questions that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
Yeah, at work. Like if they brought a celebrity death match for bands and it was Aaron Pauley versus Austin Carlisle, who do you want to win?
Dude, I would pick Austin Carlisle because he's got a bone marrow disorder, and I'm just like...
You'd feel bad.
Yeah, I'd feel bad if you lost. I'd feel bad
like you're picking on him, Aaron.
Yeah, dude, that's not fair.
All right.
He's at a disadvantage.
If Franz and Sam Carter from Architects got into a fight, who do you think wins?
Probably Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a fan of Franz, I love his weirdness, but I think like Sam's got a lot more like pent up anger than Franz really does. To be honest, Franz is living the pristine life.
He just does what he wants.
Right, does whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'd like to see some bands get in fights.
I think would be a really cool fight. Be like Straight from the Path and Knocked Loose.
I was just about to say that.
Like that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, some New York versus Kentucky.
I think I don't even know.
Oh, Ruben.
Yo, this house is dope, by the way.
Ruben. Yeah, taking Arby's orders.
Oh, a BLT. They have the BLT with the wheat berry bread.
Okay.
That shit.
We're taking Arby's orders right now.
Thank you, by the way. That's awesome.
We're keeping that in, by the way. Screw it.
But
yeah, Stray and Knock
Stray
Loose.
and Knock Loose would be cool. I'm trying to think of another one.
I don't understand their guitarist like growling scream.
Who?
From Knocked Loose. I don't remember that guy's name. Isaac maybe or
I don't listen to them at all. There's not. Can't do it, dude. I can't do it, and I guarantee that's how people felt when they saw Knocked Loose play with the Data. Remember that Sir concert?
Yeah,
a lot of people were like, "What the fuck was that?" Like,
yeah, it's such a strange mix.
I just think it's just one of those things where it's just like it's not really like crazy beatdowny like Spite. Spite is good, by the way. Darius is fucking awesome, but like it's just his vocals are different. It's not the same as everybody else.
It's not a scream. It's more of a yell.
Yeah, that's more of a bark in my opinion, but
yeah,
like a dog.
But it just doesn't cut well through the speakers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You almost have to drown it out with everything else.
Yeah, but I guess I get why a lot of people like it. Like, what's that? I don't know. Dude, I know Joel's gonna fucking hate me because I don't know the name of the album, but it's the one with the face that's split apart.
Oh, Laughing Tracks.
Yeah.
Laugh Tracks.
See, dude, I don't listen to them at all, but like, dude, he loves that album.
See, I'm partial. There's some songs that I like.
I'm a big, but the thing is like, I'm a big After the Barrel fan.
Oh yeah.
Love that band, dude. But like, there's always gonna be a couple songs that you just don't like here and there. I'm not gonna be a fan of every single thing that comes my way, you know.
Yeah, one of the bands that I'm very proud that I found that a lot of people still don't listen to. So listen to them. There's a band called Holding Absence.
I don't even know them.
They're from the UK.
Really?
And they're like the spectrum from like rock to hardcore. They're kind of like in the middle. It's hard to explain them because they don't play crazy heavy stuff, but it's almost like it sounds like it has a lot of atmosphere. I don't know how to explain it. I'll play them. I'll play them for you after this.
You should check out if you like the UK. There's a band there called October Ends. Have you ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
They're pretty good. They did a really good cover of In the End from
Linkin
Park. Yeah. And then if you like Japanese music,
Crystal Lake.
What?
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake. Yeah, Crystal Lake's really good. There's a band that I discovered called Grapple. And they have a song called Bereavement. They're fucking heavy, dude. They're really good. Like, really good. But,
yeah, finding new bands that's addicting.
It is, dude, because there's a lot of really good bands that have come, have surfaced over the last couple of years, and there's just a lot of new music in general, because that's all, like, that's a good escape. I don't blame them.
Let's play this game. We used to play this game in high school, where you'd have to name bands from A to Z. So I'd say, like, After the Burial, and you go B. Say
After the Bear.
Say, okay, C. Let's go hardcore band that starts with a C.
I already have one right now.
Conflicts. From KC. What's up?
There you go. I was gonna pick Carnifex. Yeah. Devil in the Details.
Oh, okay. We're going Omaha plugs.
I just.
E. I don't want to say Amir. Amir used to be good, but I don't like him so much.
When we were when we were kids, that's like my favorite song from them. Or We Were Just Kids is the name of the song.
All right, screw Amir. Next, F.
From This Day Forward.
Oh, plug his own shit. Let's see, G. Judean.
Jadian. Jadian.
Jadian.
Dude, they were so good a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. What is it?
H. If you say Hawthorne Heights, you're getting punched.
No. Hawk.
Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Is it Hawk? Shit.
I don't know.
Hold up. I'm gonna be that asshole.
I know, I just need to go through...
I'm pretty sure it is Hawk, but it's
Oh! Graham McFarland.
Yeah.
He's a drummer.
Yep.
Somebody's talking about that.
Yeah, we played. They were with Ice Nine Kills on that tour.
Well, you just gave me my band, Ice Nine Kills.
God damn it.
Jay's gonna be a tough one. Ooh.
Is that band Jay starts with? Is it Ginger?
Oh shit! You took my...
Ginger.
You can't take Ginger. How do you know of them?
I know of them, dude. I know of them. I know of them. Not a whole lot about them.
Gotcha.
But
I remember the first time I heard their music. This is probably 2.5 years ago. I found them. I like to brag about this. I'm pretty good about finding bands before they get big. And Ginger was one of those bands. They put out a live music video. It was the song "Who's Gonna Be the One."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that girl is such a babe, Tatiana.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she a babe.
It's like since we already passed the high, there was a band that I hosted when I worked with Metro Concert, Illuviate. They're a Swedish.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and
metal.
spell that?
I think it's Illevuate.
Illuviate.
Illuviate. Yeah, they're 12-piece band.
Yikes.
Crazy, dude.
I couldn't imagine doing sound for those guys.
You gotta do K now.
Okay, K, knocked loose.
L would be like Moss of Flames.
Okay, I'm on M.
I got a tattoo for them right there.
You ready for M? Throwback. My Children, My Bride.
Oh, dude, I was about to say Mudvayne. That's a throwback.
What?
That's a fucking throwback.
Get off of M. Go to N.
Almost said Knocked Loose.
Without Knocked Loose without the K.
Right.
Different band.
N.
Oh, I got one. Ooh, I'm gonna give you a countdown. 10.
There's nothing left.
I don't know. That's the thing. You can't really fact check somebody about this.
Really.
Okay. O. Of Mice and Men.
There you go.
P. Oh,
dude, I know.
this one's easy.
I know, right?
Haley Williams.
Parkway Drive.
She's not a part of Parkway Drive. Ooh, Q. I don't want to say Queen. Give me let's see.
Is there even one?
Yeah, Q. That one might be hard. Yeah, let's just go Queen. Let's just be
say,
safe.
there's no
Let's just be safe.
I don't know any band name.
If you know a band that starts with a Q, just go ahead and drop it.
Drop them. Yeah, let us know.
Okay,
no
R.
idea. Red jumpsuit apparatus.
I get S. See, I feel like we've said all these bands. We talked about Stray from the Path earlier. Let me think if I can. Shields.
I was gonna say there's one that's super famous in Iowa. Slipknot.
Who?
Slipknot.
Never heard of.
Shut the fuck up.
No, Shields is from the UK. Fun fact: their vocalist is the grandson of Stanley Kubrick, and he featured on a song with Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills, and the song was about that movie that he directed.
That's what's up, dude. That's awesome. That's
How
cool.
crazy is that?
That's crazy.
All right, you got
T.
Yeah, T.
Taking Back Sunday.
Okay, U. Under Oath. V.
Veil of Maya.
Oh my god. I've seen them
I
live.
love that band.
Okay,
dude.
so I've seen them
They're coming out
live,
with new music too.
and I wasn't really too impressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they play Mikasa though?
Yeah.
They did. That's all I care about if I'm gonna see that. I love that fucking song.
See, the thing about it, I think the thing about them is when they had their old vocalist, I think his name was Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
The aggression that band brought, it was just heavier than the stuff that was out, and now it's like it's more technical and it sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I missed the aggressiveness.
Right. I'm gonna take back my T and put Texas in July instead.
Okay. Did you see Adam Gray got a motorcycle accident?
No. What?
Yeah, he broke his leg and his collarbone and stuff.
Holy fuck, dude! You fucking be safe out there.
That's my favorite drummer. Why did he go and do that? What are we on? V?
Wait.
What did we say for V?
I just have Veil of Maya.
Okay. I'm on W.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say we came as Romans. Whitechapel.
There you go.
Ooh, X.
I got no idea, dude.
Xenophobic. I don't even know if that's a band.
There was one. Maybe it is.
No. What was Christopher Drew's little side project? He had Never Shout Never, and then all of his songs started with X. So it was like X Burrito X, X More Killer X.
Really? I didn't even know that works. Dude, you know what you could have done for W though?
Huh?
We butter the bread with butter. You remember that band?
Yeah, German band.
German band, yeah.
All right, let's go Y, and then we'll wrap this podcast up with Z, and we'll both give a Z. Y, your last chance. Alex Sloan was on the first podcast. He's the drummer. So check out that band. Z, what do you got?
Zila?
I was going to say that one. Well, that's perfect. We're going to wrap this up. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. We're going to have the next episode next week, obviously, and it's going to be Anthony Flackus. I never know how to say his last name.
If he comes in here with a White Claw, you gotta shut this shit down immediately.
I'm gonna have a 6-pack of White Claw.
No.
Just waiting for him.
No.
And he doesn't know this because these are fun fact. These get released a week behind from when they're recorded. So Anthony, once you watch this back, the White Claws will be waiting for you. Adios. See ya.